How many of y'all are overlanding with a cargo box for your storage on the rooftop of your FJ or your Jeep or your Tacoma? I can highly recommend them. They keep all your shit locked up, secure, and out of the weather, and organized. And if you're organized like me, everything you have up here is for your camp, and everything you leave inside is for your hour-to-hour eating, drinking, whatever you're doing while on the trail or on the road to your camping spot. I have a problem now. I upgraded my FJ Cruiser plastic from the factory racks with some heavy-duty steel with some nice mounts, and this thing stays up here secure. The problem I got now is I carry 105 pounds of shit up here, plus the box. And on my last trip through the San Rafael Swell, I think we'll be up there if you want to watch that video again. I'm off-roading, I'm overlanding, I'm rock crawling, whatever your adjective is for wheeling. And the box shifted all the way over to one side. So right here, the way it's at, this was the second time, I really can't get my key in here and turn it to open it up. I got a whole lot more room on the other side. So opening it up over here is actually that much easier because I got that much more room over here. But this is still I'm gonna call it a plastic coated steel bar. And then you got your normal, clamps on here, which I've got down really tight because I've tightened it up twice on the last trip to keep it from shifting. But still, I need to make it better. I need to make it bomb-proof so it does not slide and twist around. What could possibly weigh 105 pounds up in that cargo box? Well, this is what the minimum that I carry up there is. So first off, I got a table. Gotta have a table because I'm boondocking, primitive camping where there's no tables now. I've got my bag of shade is what I call this. This got a couple of tarps, some rope, and a hammock in there. This is my milk crate, and inside there I've got lights and rope and more lights and some kindling and stakes and a hatchet and a cleaning thing and a pad to kneel down on your knees and just a bunch of junk in there. I've got a wool blanket to help keep me warm if I need it. If not, it's a blanket as for padding. I've got an umbrella, golf-size umbrella for shade. I can put up shade anywhere at any time. And in an emergency situation in Moab where I've got to hike out 20 or 30 miles because something broke and I'm all alone, I can't get any help, I've got shade to walk out so I'm not exposed. I've got a pillow. I've got my cot. I've got my Coleman Gladiator stove, sleeping bag, sleeping pad, my 6-man base camp tent, and a tarp that it goes on. These are the minimum items that are always up in my cargo box. The other thing that I like about the way this is set up in the cargo box is when I get back home from a overlanding trip, none of this stuff needs to be refreshed. Everything here, there's no consumables here. All of this stuff can stay up in my cargo box until my next trip, which is just gonna be a few days or a few weeks away. And my FJ Cruiser during the summer is not my everyday driver. My Porsche is my everyday driver. So all this stuff stays up on top. It's less to load, less to unload. Here's my thought process. I wanna modify this bar to be a little bit thicker and a little bit grippier for the clamps to clamp down on, and I'm thinking that that's gonna keep it from sliding. Because right now, even though it's plastic coated, it's still kind of smooth. And that kind of weight on there is wanting to slide on there. So here's what I've got. I've got 4 feet of some 2-inch diameter heat shrink. And I'm going to put 2 layers of the heat shrink strategically placed where the clamps of the cargo box clamp onto the bar. This stuff should be a little bit grippier, only because it's gonna have a little bit of give to it when you compress the clamp down on here. So let's see if my idea works. I think it's gonna work. All right, the first layers of the shrink wrap are on, and it looks good. And the second layer of the heat shrink went on just like I had envisioned it. I think this is gonna work. I think this is gonna be good. Let's go put it back on the truck. That is what I'm talking about. That's what I wanted. That's gonna work real good. All right, that is it. That is what I wanted. All the way down there too. Man, I think that's gonna work. I think that's gonna work. I think we're good. I think it's gonna hold. Now let's go plan another overlanding trip. I am out of here. See ya.